want to bring on an incredible doctor, a doctor that I'm sure is going to be a very, very close friend of mine over the next 3-4 months. She was actually talking to my wife the other night about some things, but wow. New York, Dr. Myrie, will you please come on the call?
Indeed. Thank you very much, Dave. Good evening, everybody.
Dr. Myrie, could you just explain a little bit of what is happening with my weight loss, like you explained on Saturday, losing 50 pounds? As the CEO of this company, I don't want to sound like, I'm just losing weight or I'm saying I'm losing weight. No, I really lost weight. It's before and after pictures. I got them all. I step on the scale every other day. Today I stepped on it, and I was down 50 pounds. So can you just explain why I'm losing that? I drink the coffee religiously.
Right. What we covered on Saturday, I'm a naturopathic doctor, and I'm very excited about this coffee for a number of reasons. One, it's a very brilliant idea to use coffee as a vehicle for people to lose weight in a healthy way, simply because so many people drink coffee. So for the company, there'll be long-term business from using coffee as a vehicle. Secondly, the company also has another formula that will behave pretty much the same without the caffeine for those who can't handle caffeine. In terms of the weight loss, I was impressed with Dave's weight loss over about 5-month period. 10 pounds a month consistently without change in diet. One of the things about people when they have weight, often when people have a lot of weight, there's a huge issue with appetite control or regulation, and there is a huge issue with the craving for sweet things, sugar, predominantly sweet things and fried things. What I have searched for a very long time and always had difficulty finding one particular thing is how do I help my patients or my clients to regulate their appetite and reduce how much they intake and to shut down those dreadful cravings. And now, what is important about the coffee? There are ingredients in there that ensure that your metabolism speeds up so that you can burn that fat without actually doing any exercise, which is why, Dave, you've lost weight without the exercise, simply because you have natural fat burners that are stimulating the liver to break down the fat and burn it no matter what's going on. So if you actually did exercise along with the coffee, you would have even more incredible results because then you would speed up the metabolism and drive it a lot higher. But with the coffee, it has excellent ingredients to deal with the emotional eating, which is very high in people with a lot of weight. You get stressed out, especially the women, and we start eating more than we need to be eating. And there's ingredients that increase the happy chemical serotonin. And serotonin, if it's low, you crave sodas and sugar. So again, it's really an excellent formula because the ingredients are addressing many of the key problems that actually create weight gain. From the emotional eating, that's low serotonin, it's addressed in the coffee. The liver, unable to break down fat, and belly fat is through your liver, that's addressed in the coffee. It has the fat burners, it's stimulating the liver to break down belly fat. So what many of you will not always understand is the ingredients you have. You just drink the coffee and you're losing the weight without a full understanding of what are the components in the coffee and exactly how is it stimulating the weight loss. But it's doing it in a very clever way and in a very simple way. But more than that is the huge benefit to people that you're not psychologically on a diet. Studies have proven time and time again, this does not work for people. You tell a person that's overweight, oh, I need you to go on this diet. There is no diet. That is a very healthy way psychologically to lose weight because you are basically just changing how much you eat and tending to eat less. And as you lose more weight, you then have the inclination to actually exercise, drink more water, do more things to help yourself because finally there's something that can help you to get over craving and the appetite control problem, which is why a lot of people with weight give up. because there is nothing helping. People say, oh, you need to lose weight. And I'm like, really? You're going to help me? Are you going to help me cut these cravings somehow? And understand, the blame is not on you. There are biochemical changes in the brain that create the need for the sugar and these other foods. And that we won't have enough time to cover at the moment. But needless to say, the coffee is brilliant because it's addressing many of the issues that made you gain weight in the first place and turning them on their head. So Dave, back to you.
Dr. Myra, the one thing I could say about this coffee, I've tried so many other products and, really, I've always taken that before picture, but I've never really had that after picture. And, every month I'm looking at my after pictures and I'm starting to melt like a snowman. And I just feel great. This coffee's actually given me my life back. And I haven't worked out. I got a brand new elliptical in the other room, and I just don't have time to stand on it and do an hour a day. But I sure as heck am going to try here in the next week or two, and hopefully that'll trigger even more weight loss. But I really appreciate you coming on the call tonight, just explaining a little bit about the coffee, because if people realize what it really means to people like myself and people like Eileen and Donna, where this product has really, taken a lot of weight off of us. So I really am thankful for you being on here tonight to explain that, and I just think you're brilliant at what you do. So thanks again for joining us here tonight.
No problem. Thank you for having me, and thanks for making the coffee. Great.
Absolutely.